Hello friends, I welcome you in a second lecture of root locus. Today we are starting with method to construct root locus. So here we go. There are usually 8 rules to construct root locus. Rule number 1, root locus is always symmetrical about real axis. What does it mean? When we construct root locus on a graph, which is called as S-plane, on this is real axis and vertical axis is known as imaginary axis. Okay, and all the values of poles and zeros we plot here, so among which all real values will plot on real axis and all imaginary values will plot on imaginary axis. Okay, so root locus is always symmetrical about real axis means, suppose root locus in upper portion is like this, so ultimately second portion will be like this. It is always symmetrical about real axis. Okay, and poles and zeros either may be real, complex conjugate, or combination of both. That means your question may like h of s into g of s equal to suppose k s plus 1 or s plus 1 plus 2i, s plus 1 minus 2i, and poles may be like s or s plus 4 or s square plus 2s plus 3. In this example, s plus 1 or s plus 4 are real poles and a real zero. Whatever the values of s written in denominator are known as poles. So 0, minus 4 and these two values are known as poles, and all the values of s in numerator are known as zeros. So s is equal to minus 1, s equal to minus 1 minus 2i, s equal to minus 1 plus 2i, all are the zeros. So question may be the combination of real, complex conjugate, or combination of both. Okay, second rule, rule number 2, if p is number of poles and z number of zeros as explained in this question, when p is greater than z, then number of root locus is p. So in this example here, number of pole is 1 and number of 0 is 1. Here s is equal to minus 1, here s is equal to minus 2. There is one pole and one 0. Okay, so in this condition number of root locus will be only 1 because p and z are equal, so there will be one root locus. But suppose in this numerical there are 4 poles, 1 2 3 4, and there are 3 0, 1 2 and 3. So 4 branches of root locus will start from pole and end on this 0, but there are 4 pole and 3 0. Okay, p is equal to 4, z is equal to 3. Okay, so which figure is bigger? This one. That means number of branches of root locus will be p equal to 4. So 4 root locus will start, and among these 3 root locus will end on 0, that means 3, but one root locus which is remained will go to infinity, will approach to infinity. Getting this? Here I have written when p is greater than z, then number of root locus will be p, and when z is greater than p, then number of root locus will be z. Whatever the bigger figure will be the number of root locus. Clear? Next, rule number 3, existence of root locus. This rule is about where root locus will present and where it can't be present. Okay, so statement, a point on real axis lies on root locus if sum of the number of poles and zeros to the right hand side of that point is odd. Let us understand what does it mean. Suppose we have example g of s into h of s equal to k s plus 1 s plus 4 by s plus 3 s plus 5. Okay, this is a question. I told you these are the poles and these are the zeros. So how many pole we have? We have 3 pole, 1, 2 and 3. And what are the values? S equal to 0, s equal to minus 3 and s equal to minus 5. Okay. Then zeros, there are 2 0, s equal to minus 1 and s equal to minus 4. I have written here. Okay. Now on graph we need to check where root locus will present and where it can't be present. So I am plotting all the values like 0. Keep one point in mind. We always plot or mark or pole by cross and 0 by circle. So pole are 0, minus 3, minus 4. 0, suppose here minus 3 and suppose here minus 5. Minus 3, minus 5. 0, minus 3, minus 5 are the poles. So this cross indicates these are the poles, and z, that is a 0, minus 1, suppose this is a minus 1 and minus 4 will be between minus 3 and minus 5, so suppose minus 4. So we'll try to mark our 0 by circle and we'll try to indicate our pole by cross. Okay, clear? Now existence of root locus means we need to check root locus region, where between 0 to minus 1 there is a root locus or not. Then minus 1 to minus 3, in this region can we place a root locus? So this point we need to check. So your region will start from infinity, this is a positive region, so infinity to 0. Then second region is 0 to minus 1, then minus 1 to minus 3, minus 3 to minus 4 and minus 4 to minus 5, and the last region will be minus 5 to minus infinity. Getting? Understood? We plot all the poles and zeros on real axis as per their values. Okay, then your region will start from infinity to first pole or 0, whatever present here. Then 0 to minus 1, minus 1 to minus 3, minus 3 to minus 4, minus 4 to minus 5 and minus 5 to minus infinity. Now we need to check where root locus is present. Okay, so what should you do? In first region is infinity to 0. Place one point, just like I put my pen here. Okay, here. So anywhere in the region. So I put my marker or pen here, and we need to check on this side, right hand side of that point. Where you place your point, on right hand side of point, check how many poles and zeros are present on right hand side. Okay, if this figure is odd, then there is a root locus present. Okay, so if I place this point and checking on right hand side, there is no zero or pole present. So completely this region will be NRL, non-root locus region. Okay, now next one is 0 to minus 1 region. Again, put your point anywhere in this region, suppose here, and on right hand side check number of poles and zeros on the real axis. So on right hand side of this point there is a one pole. Okay, if you are checking on right hand side there is one pole, so 1 is odd figure, that means this region 0 to minus 1 is root locus region. Getting? Similarly, next region is minus 1 to minus 3. Again put one point here. On right hand side of this point, count number of poles and zeros. Number of poles on zeros on this side, this point. Okay, on right hand side of this point, so number of poles is 1, 2. Okay, this is not your pole or zero, this is a starting, supposed to be starting point on real axis. So this point, on right hand side of this point there are 2 poles or zeros, 2 count is 2. So in this region, only this region. This is NRL. Count is 2. 2 is an even figure, so NRL, non-root locus region. We need odd figure. Again, next region is -3 to -4. Suppose we are checking in this region, so I put my point here and checking on right hand side. So number of poles 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 is odd figure, so this region is root locus region. Clear? Next one, -4 to -5. Put a point, check on right hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is an even figure, so NRL. Again, last region, that is -5 to -infinity. -5 to -infinity, I put my point here and checking on right hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is odd figure, so root locus region from 5 to infinity. Okay, in this way we need to check existence of root locus. Okay, get this? We have one more example to check existence of root locus. Okay, so again we'll start. Suppose this is your S plane, real axis, imaginary axis. I'm plotting all my poles and zeros on this graph. So we have poles. P is here S square, S plus 3, S square plus 2S plus 2, and 0 is S plus 2. So values of poles are, values of poles are 0, 0 because there is a S square. Then S plus 3, so pole value is -3, and S square plus 2S plus 2, roots of this equation. So -1 plus J and -1 minus J, two values of poles. Okay, so combinedly we have 4 poles and 0 is 1 and value is -2. Getting this? Clear? So I'm plotting all these values. Pole 0, 0, -3 and -1 plus minus J. So 0, 0. On this position we have 2 poles. Okay, keep in mind. Then -3, suppose -3, then -1 plus J. So -1, this value will plot in imaginary axis here or here. Okay, so -1 plus 1J. So suppose here, and -1 minus J. So -1 minus J. Okay, so ये हो गया आपका -1 plus J -1 minus J. Got it? All these are the poles, so I indicate all these values by cross. Okay, then we have 1 0, that is -2. 1 2. Suppose here this is a 0, so I indicate it by circle -2. Now we need to check existence of root locus. So it will start from infinity. So infinity to 0 is first region, 0 to -2 is the second region, -2 to -3 is third region, and -3 to -infinity is last region. In this count, I do not consider complex pole or complex zero. Okay, don't count your complex pole and complex zero while checking existence of root locus. Clear? So checking root locus region. So in first region you put one point and checking on right hand side. So there is no pole and no zero present. So it is NRL, non root locus region, completely from infinity to 0. Then next region you can put point here, here, or anywhere, but in this region. Suppose I put my point here and check on right hand side. So number of poles and zeros, I told you this before, don't count complex pole or complex zero while checking existence of root locus. So on real axis there is only one pole. Okay, so 1 is odd figure, so this is a root locus region. Clear? Next, Next region is -2 to -3. Put your point here and check number of poles and zeros 1 and 2. 2 is even figure, so N RL, non-root locus region. Last is -3 to -infinity. Put your point here and check number of pole and zero combinedly 1, 2, 3. 3 is odd figure, odd, so root locus region. What does it mean? RL, NRL. Here we can draw root locus, here we can't draw root locus. That's it. Okay. Further rules we will discuss in next lecture. So thank you.